Is a sponsored program paid for by Yaba TV.
Welcome to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. My name is Sia, your host. Our topic today is connecting with the motherland. And my guest on today's show is Tiffany Hurd, an African-American woman who went to Africa several times in one country. We got to find out about that during the show. And we're going to find out all of what she knows about the different countries that she went to. Maybe you or someone you know will be inspired to want to get out of your comfort zone to go to Africa. It does not necessarily mean you're going to Ghana or to Sierra Leone or to maybe Ethiopia. You may go to Senegal, you may go to Burkina Faso, you may go to Togo, any part of Africa. But we'll get to find out more about that today on our trips to Africa. So you are in for a very special treat. Tell everybody you know about our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to our lovely show, the Yaba TV show. My name is Sia, your host. Today our topic is connecting with the motherland. I'm loving it already. I have Tiffany Hurd with me, who is a native of Los Angeles, and she actually has gone to Africa, not just one country, several countries, but one particular country she's been to 6 times, Ghana. We're going to get the chance to talk to Tiffany and find out more about that. But I want to take this moment to welcome you, the big welcome, Akwaba.
Thank you
to the
so
show.
much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
And you know Akwaba is?
Welcome.
Yeah. So you already know you're a typical Ghanaian looking all tropical.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
This is straight from Ghana, straight from West Africa, and I love the fabrics and I love the bright colors. So.
Yes. When it comes to bright colors, count me in. Look at my gilly.
You look beautiful as well.
Thank you, thank you. So our audience watching the show, they're probably curious to know a little bit more about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So as you already stated, my name is Tiffany Hurd. I'm from Los Angeles, California. My background is in social work. I went to Cal State Long Beach, and then I also went to Howard University. So super and so I've kind of transitioned a little bit from my background in social work. And right now I am a travel blogger, a content creator, I am a YouTuber, and I just love to travel the world. And most recently, an author of a book called Hues of Africa, Journey Between the Lines.
We'll get to talk more about your book, but first, I really want to dive into your world. What gave you the courage or the inspiration to want to step out of your comfort zone to say, I'm going to Africa?
So it all started at Cal State Long Beach. I would literally go to the study abroad office like every week, scoping out where in Africa I'm going to go to. So I was actually looking at South Africa all the time, but lo and behold, I ended up in Ghana, and we all know everything happens for a reason.
And there are so many African Americans in Ghana, that I know for sure, because I've been to Ghana myself a few times. And for some reason, African Americans love Ghana than many other African countries. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're absolutely right. And also when they did the Year of the Return, they welcomed us back home. So who doesn't want to welcome into the motherland? And so I think Ghana is actually a wonderful place to start off if you've never been to the continent before.
And it's also good to try other countries too, because the hospitality, quote unquote, is everywhere in Africa. I can tell you that for sure.
I can absolutely agree with that.
So let's talk about when you first went to Ghana, because you've been there 6 times. That's the reason I'm choosing the Ghana first. When you first went, what was your experience like?
So I went for study abroad, and when I tell you, I literally said I'm living in the wrong country. That's how much I love my time there. We were all over the place. We got a chance to volunteer. We were taking classes. And just to be immersed into the local culture is very special to me. And so when you go for 7 days, you don't get a chance to do that. But that slow travel allowed for us to, I was with a homestay mother who I'm still connected with now. We had cooking classes. We had all these different things that made me just fall in love with the country. And as you said, that's why I've been back 6 times.
Interesting. But you've been to other parts of Africa too, correct?
Yes.
Tell us what.
Being with the children, I remember we were at a daycare and I just fell in love with the babies. Like, I just love to hold them and different things like that. So it was absolutely a wonderful trip going to Robben Island, seeing that. Now that was an experience.
Did you go to Table Mountain?
I did go to Table Mountain. I actually did. And so the views are wonderful. So if you have not made it to Cape Town, you definitely have to go.
I remember my trip to South Africa, 23 hours flight from Los Angeles to Cape Town, to Johannesburg. It was so long.
Longest flight ever, and I kid you not, that was the worst turbulence I've ever felt. I looked back at my friend and I said, Lord, please, I just want to see my mom again. But I'm here to tell the story, so we made it safely off the plane.
Yes, absolutely. I understand you also did go to Morocco, correct?
Yes, I went to Morocco. I was actually volunteering in Spain, and I said, I cannot go to Europe without hopping over to the motherland. So I went to Morocco. Able to go into the Sahara Desert. We live in LA, so you understand we have a lot of smog, so I can't see the beautiful stars here, but in Morocco, to sleep under the stars, to ride a camel. Now, that was an experience as well. I don't think I ever have to do it again, y'all, but if y'all want to try it, go ahead. And so it was absolutely lovely just being around a different part of Africa, and that's why I think it's important to go to different places.
So what would you tell an African American that is watching our show today that probably have listened to some of the mainstream media that have done an excellent job to make Africa look like it's only a jungle? There's nothing good that comes from Africa. What can you say about that?
I would say you have to see things for yourself. I remember when I was little, what do you see? You see the little children starving, please send money. When I say there's probably richer people in Africa than I am. So you have to go and see it for yourself. Africa is absolutely beautiful. Why do you think people are going over there? Why do you think people are buying land over there? There has to be a reason, okay? And so it is absolutely beautiful. Do not listen to what anybody says. You have to create your own experiences.
We need to take a quick break to acknowledge our sponsors, because those guys, they make this show possible. Be back in a moment. You are back with our beautiful show. I like to brag about my show, the Yaba TV show. Very colorful and all about Africans connecting with African Americans and our community at large. So our show is diversified in so many ways, and some people call us and say we love the music videos. Some people say we love the colors. Some people say we love the dialogue. Some people like it for different reasons. So with you as an African American, you're already in love with the motherland. What can you tell for other African Americans who have not made the move to say, you know what, I'm going to either go to Africa or I'm going to try to do some research about Africa, but in their mind, what they've been told before, that we don't like them. When I say we, Africans don't like them, what can you tell them?
I would tell them to connect with other Africans right here in LA. There's whole communities, there's restaurants, there's different things that you can be involved in. So I would say make that the first step. And once you begin to, if I have a friend and they're from Nigeria, they're from Sierra Leone, I'm like, oh, okay, well, friend, let's go back together. So I think that's a perfect way to kind of segue into something or belief that you've been taught before.
Let's talk about your book. Your book is titled Hues of Africa, Journey Between the Lines, and it's an adult coloring and activity book. So how did you come up with the concept of this book?
So the book, Hues of Africa, Journey Between the Lines, I really wanted people to want to travel to Africa. And I said, I want to make it a fun way. Sometimes people don't pick up a book, but I thought, hey, if we put a coloring in there, if we put some educational activities, I thought maybe that the children would want to go, their parents will want to go. And so I want to make sure that this book is inviting enough for them to say, hey, I want to go back to Ghana. I want to go to Eritrea. I want to go to Nigeria, just do something fun. And so that's how I came up with the concept of the book.
Interesting. So the book is very colorful indeed. Was that your original plan, that you wanted that bright African vibrant colors, or you just wanted to attract just children?
Absolutely. So when you see the book, I want you to be like, I want to look more inside of it. So if you notice, the front cover has a picture of Africa, and there's different things in there that will represent what Africa may have. And so attention grabbing, and I think I nailed it. And so I'm super excited about the cover. And then I want you just to go inside to see what's inside. What are the surprises in here?
Open it for a second.
Okay, so let's, this is Guinea-Bissau. So here's a picture of they're dancing. We know music is an important part of Africa. Like, you cannot go to Africa and not dance and not hear a drum. And so I wanted to make sure those elements were inside of the book.
And drum is a major source of communication, especially in Ghana. They play drum to say the king is ready to dance. They play drum, the rhythm, to say the king is angry. Let's pay attention. So drums represent different reasons why they play. The different rhythm represent different messages. But one of the things that made me laugh, I went to Lamar Park. Okay. They were playing drums, and the music and the drum were saying two different languages. but what I like most is the fact that they are attempting to want to do something African.
Absolutely.
But the message was different. But it takes an indigenous African person that knows the message to know what they're saying. But it's all good. So we love our Lamar Park drummers. So
yeah, I went to dancing and drumming class while I was in Ghana. Always make sure that I try to do that. I'm not a big dancer, but I try to keep up to the rhythm. You know, when you hear the music, it just makes you want to move a little bit. So I love the music.
So let's talk about what made you decide to go to Ghana, particularly 6 times. I'm curious.
So
you could have gone to other African countries.
You're absolutely right. And I always say, I was like, dang it, I could have been in this place and that place, but Ghana just keeps
You could have
calling
gone to
me back.
Sierra Leone.
I know.
Or Ethiopia.
I have to go to Sierra Leone because we done the DNA ancestry, and Sierra Leone is definitely in my blood. So we're sisters anyway.
Really?
Yes. Hey. So Ghana keeps bringing me back, particularly last year. So I do group trips, and so I was able to bring my friends and people that I didn't know back. And when I tell you that was full circle and absolutely warmed my heart, I wanted them to feel how I felt on my first trip when I went. And although they only had 10 days, they absolutely fell in love. Everybody's crying at the airport. Nobody wanted to leave. And so I was happy to create that memory for them, just like I had the memory, you know, over 10 years ago.
Most people go to the slave castle when they go to Ghana. Did you go?
Yes, you have to. You cannot go to Ghana without going to the slave castles. Nobody likes to talk about it. They even are upset when I say castles because it brings a different meaning. But for me, it's important to know your history. It's important to know where you come from. They call it in Ghana
dungeons.
The dungeons, exactly. So I think it's important to know where you come from. It's a part of history that we may not want to look at, but you have to go. And when you go into there, you feel kind of what they went through. And I don't even say we can feel, because we can never feel what they went through. But just to go through there and see what they went through is like, wow. I don't know if I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So to go back and to see what my ancestors had to go through is very special and something that you have to do when you go.
In my trips to different parts of Africa, kids become my friend. And they teach me, sometimes they teach you the curse word first. And then they teach me songs, lovely songs, and sometimes just a little dialogue to hold a conversation. Did you have any connection with kids?
Oh, yes. So we went to an orphanage in Kumasi, and so we were able to sing and dance with them, and I was able to just ask them, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so they wanted to be pilots and preachers and teachers and lawyers, and so I was like, you can absolutely do whatever you want to. So to have that dialogue, so normally you maybe go drop off stuff, but to interact with them, to dance, they were teaching us their dances, we were teaching them our dances. So to make that connection was absolutely beautiful, and one of my favorite things that I did when I was there.
So, is there a number or email where they can reach you in case someone today that heard your message about going to Africa, they want to have a dialogue with you first to see how you really feel behind closed doors, not what CSA want to hear, but is there a contact information? Look at the camera and give them your contact information.
So again, my name is Tiffany Hurd. Like I heard you, you can contact me. My email address is tiffanyhurd06@gmail.com. I'm also on YouTube at Where in the Herd is Tiffany. You can find me on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies. You can find me on Twitter at Sweet Tiffies. So I'm all over social media, so you definitely can find me. And if you just look up Hues of Africa, it should come up.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany, I do want to thank you so much for taking the time to come on our show. You're a beautiful woman, beautiful inside out, very intelligent, educated woman. I appreciate black women who represent toughness in the community. So you are one of them. So I appreciate you. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I believe we connected at the time we were supposed to connect. And so you are definitely my sister. And I'm super excited to be on here. And I'm wishing you luck with everything that you do in the future as well.
Thank you. Thank you. We need to take another quick break to acknowledge our sponsors because we love our sponsors. They make this show possible. Every single day I'm thankful for my sponsors. And again, we need to take a quick break and acknowledge them. Don't go away. Man, I almost forgot that I'm working, that I'm on a job here. I'm doing my job as a host of Yaba TV. I've been enjoying the music video so well to the point that I want to just keep dancing. But people have often told me just when they're having so much fun with the show, time is up. Time is up again. Tell everybody you know about our show, but do me a favor. When you watch our show, also watch our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Yaba Media. When you are in the Yaba Media, you will see past shows of the Yaba TV show. But I'd like for you to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. That's the only way we know that you're watching our show and you're enjoying what we're bringing to you in the community. Till then, we will see you next week at the same time on the Yaba TV show, your contemporary bridge to the motherland, Africa.